Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Anne-Cécile Lefebvre from Ludonaute, looking at Lewis and Clark, a game by Cédrick Chaboussit.
That's it.
Yes, excellent. Woo. And you are showing this at Gen Con 2013. It's being released at Spiel. That's the goal?
That's it. That's an upcoming game, next game for us.
Okay. And I was hoping you could give an overview of the game. I mean, the board, first of all, is gorgeous. I mean, a lot of people talked about this. Vincent Dutrait is fantastic.
Yeah, he's a very great artist, and we are very proud of his work.
Right. So what are we doing in the game? We got Lewis and Clark. Naturally, we have to be exploring. We have to be going across country.
Exploring, and in fact, the game is a race. So the goal of the game is to reach the Pacific coast, to be the first to reach the Pacific coast, because in history there have been only one expedition, but in the game we make some exception, and every player will lead one expedition, and of course history remains. Remember, only one player, one expedition to be the first on the Pacific coast. So that is the goal of the game, and as you know, you may see on the board, there are a route here that is made of river and mountains, and you will have to make your scoot move forward on the route. To do that, you will have to use your cards, your resources, and because it is also a resources management game and building card game. So there's lots of things to do to be the first to reach the Pacific coast. So how do you play? Each turn you have to perform one action. These actions are on cards, mainly. So you play a card in front of you, but to play this card you may give it a strength. You cannot play it alone. So to give a strength, you can use the back of another card. You know, at the back of the card you have also icons of Indian people. They help you to perform the action. So you place the card underneath the action you want to perform. And in this way you can perform your action twice, because there are two icons. If I played with one.
And those are the numbers up here, so you're seeing everything as you're drafting them.
There are 1 up to 3 strengths on each card. So in this case, you perform the action only once. So you have to manage your cards and decide if you want to play it for the action or for the strength you had. You can also use, here are the final wooden pieces, but we have only one of it. Here's the same. You can use also figures to add strength to your action. So in this way you can perform the action twice.
Because each person is going to have their own tableau here?
Has his own expedition board in front of him, on which there are resources on the boat, and also that transports Indians that will help you to perform your action. So that's it. Each round you have to make to perform one action. And you may, it's not compulsory, you may buy new cards, that means new actions. So you build your hand of cards during the game. The card needs fur and equipment, that is resources you may take on the board during the game. And the other things you may do during your turn is set up your camp, because with your action you can move your scoot on the route, but you win only when your camp, that is this token, your camp reach the last space. And
you can't just explore, you have to actually found something there.
You're right. So how can you set up your camp? First of all, you have to check, for example, you have to check how many cards you have in hand left in your hand. That gives you time icons. That is the time you need to set up your camp. So here, for example, I have 2 time icons, plus the number of resources I have on my board gives me also time icons that take me times to unload my boats and to set up my camp. So, for example, in this case, I have 1 time icon because this boat is full of resources. So I add 2 plus 1, that is 3 time icons. And that means I have to move my scoot backwards 3 spaces. Okay. So I have to manage carefully my boats they have not to be too heavy, too full of resources, because in this case I will move backwards a lot, and all my move will...
Your progress will just be for nothing.
Yeah.
You can't just load up your hand for no reason.
Right. And when I do that, then my camp join my scout on the same space. Okay. And it is when my camp is here that I win the game, if I'm the first.
Okay. And what are a couple of the actions that we have that are on the board here?
To perform action, you have mainly you will perform action thanks to your cards, but you can also use the Indian village that is on the board. These actions are less
powerful.
Yeah, less powerful than the one in your cards, but it can help you in some cases. To do so, you just have to place an Indian you have on your boat here on the space, in an empty space. If it's already occupied by one figure, you cannot perform the action. So there are actions that allows you to collect resources. Some of them allows you to build new boat that you can add to your expedition board, and gives you new rooms for your resources and for Indians. And you can also make new resources, the canoes and the horses that are transformed resources. You cannot take them directly thanks to the card, and these are more powerful than the basic resources. So that's it.
And I see the player count is 1 to 5, so there's a solo option as well.
Yeah. If you want to play solo, one of the scouts will be you have only 2 scouts, and one of the scouts is
it's automated, or it's run automatically, or
yeah. Each run he moves 1 space, so you have to be at 4th class top before him. So that's it. So it works in any version. It's differently. The sensation of the game is different if you play it with 2 players or with 5 players. With 2 players, it's very, very interactive and very tense, because there's always a rush to be the first. And with 5 players, there are also other mechanics that allows you to sometimes cooperate. And so it's a complete game with many points to manage, but that's it.
Well, thanks very much. I look forward to seeing the finished version. Well, it's going to look like this. But